being here. We have Director of Athletics Todd Stewart, General Manager of the Hot Rods Adam Noose, and Head Baseball Coach for WKU Matt Myers. Adam is going to open up with a brief statement. Todd will follow with a few comments, and then we'll open up the floor for questions for all three gentlemen.
Well, good morning. My name is Adam Noose, General Manager for the Bowling Green Hot Rods, and on behalf of our ownership group, Stuart and Jerry Katzoff, our front office, we're excited today to announce an event at Bowling Green Ballpark that we've been really excited about for over a year now. In 2014, we had an opportunity to bring a lot of unique events to the ballpark, and as we're looking to 2015, looking to ride some of that momentum, and we're really excited to announce an event today where the Bowling Green Hot Rods will face Western Kentucky University on April 7th at 6 p.m. at Bowling Green Ballpark. There'll be an exhibition game, an event that's very unique to minor league baseball. Only a handful of teams across the country have the opportunity to do this, and it's a dream that Jerry and Stuart Katzoff had when they first got here and met with Dr. Ransdell. So we'd like to thank the athletic department, Tampa Bay Rays. Both were very instrumental in allowing us to do this event, and we're really excited about having another community event that the community in South Central Kentucky can really be proud of. So with that, I'd like to hand it over to Todd Stewart.
Well, thank you, Adam. And really what I'd like to do is just thank Adam and the Katzoff family and the entire Hot Rods organization, because this is really a tremendous thing that will be happening. And I didn't really think it'd be possible for an already great partnership between Western Kentucky and the Hot Rods to get even better, but it has. And I give them the credit for agreeing to do this. This is a unique concept. I think the timing of it is great. It comes right at the end of spring training for the Hot Rods. We're in about the middle of our season, so both teams will have played quite a bit of baseball. I think the product will be excellent. It'll be a great thing for the Bowling Green community, and obviously for our fans and fans of the Hot Rods, but I think for fans of baseball in general. It's just a very unique concept that I think is a win-win across the board. Another example, as I mentioned, of our tremendous partnership. We're very, very excited about this.
Open the floor for questions.
Coach, how do you think your team will match up?
Be like Game 7 in the World Series tonight. No, it's going to be great. We're not going to change our rotation as far as what we're going to do for that work that week. Probably our number 4 starter that would get the Tuesday, Wednesday start will go there and have a great opportunity to get a lot of work for guys going in. I think it's going to be a neat event, but we won't change our preparation as far as competing. The only thing that will be different is we'll be using wood bats.
Any other questions?
Coach, about the wood bats, how do you think your players will adjust to using those wood bats?
I think they'll do fine. If you've looked at the travel baseball circuit over the last, it's probably almost been 10 years now. Anywhere you go in summer baseball now, almost all the tournaments are wood bats. So a lot of kids are using wood bat in high school. Our guys use it in the fall when we hit in the cages out on the field. So there's a little difference, obviously, with the exit, velocity coming off and getting used to it. Obviously, if you get jammed, this one may break and the aluminum won't. But the way that our aluminum bats have reduced, we're almost hitting with wood. But it'll be fun. It'll be a great challenge. Our guys, but I don't think there isn't one of our guys that hasn't been hitting in a game with wood bats. The sound will be different. From a defensive standpoint, you're used to the ping, and especially your outfielders, how they read balls, and that will be a little different. But I think our guys will be so amped up. The week before we play Kentucky there, and they'll be amped up to have another opportunity to play at this great facility and to play against a lot of guys, maybe some guys that they've already competed against. A lot of the guys that come through their organization.
Adam, can you give us maybe a little bit of background of how this all came to be?
So it's an event that we put on in Corpus Christi, where I was before, and it's it's baseball, so you never know. There's a small school that almost beat us. It was 4-2 in the 8th, and they had bases loaded. So just an exciting event for the community. Anytime you have an opportunity to piggyback on the success here at Western Kentucky, that it was an opportunity that we wanted to bring to town.
How likely is it this will become an annual thing?
We would love for it too. We got fairly lucky this year with being able to reschedule a couple games. So as long as the schedule matches up, we open on the road for, I believe, 10 days. So this was a unique opportunity to be able to have an exhibition game early. But
Yeah, and with our scheduling, we're doing it a couple years in advance, but we just leave that week open, and kind of ride their coattails. I think it's, they're the ones that got to make sure they're at home coming off the spring training, but, we leave that week open and make it happen. And, college coaches are great. Gary McClure from Austin Peay, we had a game scheduled, and he understood, and we moved it, and it was great because, how awesome for baseball, especially in our community here. This is going to be great for our community, and with the Kentucky game, it's great for college baseball in our state, and now we get to flip it over to a professional and an amateur team going at each other, and so we'll make sure on our schedule that that date is open to make sure this happens.
How can people go about getting tickets, and how much is that going to cost them?
so tickets are on sale now. Over at the box office, we have $8 tickets and $5 tickets for students with a student ID.
You mentioned it was a branch out for over a year. Were there any hurdles you had to jump through to get this accomplished?
It wasn't. I think the first part was the scheduling that we were a little worried that we needed everything to match up, and then our relationship with the Tampa Bay Rays has been fantastic. So they worked with us. They loved the idea from the beginning. I don't think they do it at any of the other teams that they have. So they were excited about it, and they worked with us brilliantly. So.
I've done it before too. When I was at UNC Asheville as the head coach, we played the Asheville Tourists. Joe Mikulik, who is pretty famous with his ejections, was the manager for the Tourists, and we did it every year, and it was an unbelievable event for our community. I mean, it really set their season off, and like Todd said, we were halfway through ours, and it's just it's a neat thing for our fans, and so I've been doing that before, and it's a neat event. You guys really enjoy it.
So have you been a part of anything like this at any other level or any other sport?
Not in terms of a professional team playing a collegiate team. I've been part of exhibition games of various capacities, but I think this is truly unique because we're both obviously based here in Bowling Green. Fans will be familiar with the players of both teams. The timing of the game, as I said before, is really good. And, the question was asked, do we continue to do this in the future? I certainly hope so. I mean, I think it's just the beginning of something that people can mark on their calendars and look forward to every year.
A lot of times you'll see governors of various states in big games making little side bets. So, gentlemen up here at the podium, is there anything going to be happening for this game in April?
Well, we each already have each other's polos, so we really can't make a bet, and we wear them proudly. So the loser that really wouldn't have to do anything they wouldn't already do. But maybe we can think of something creative. We don't have anything right now.
That's a great idea.
Can Kes Carter come to either the WKU coaching staff for a game or back down to the Hot Rods for a game?
That would be cool. Matt Rice, a couple of those guys that have played through here and been in our organization. It's always a neat thing, and now we're seeing so many kids that we recruit to and play against coming through here. That's why I think it's just going to be a really neat event. But that would be cool if Kes and Matt, Kes obviously still playing, that would be neat. But he'll be probably sent off somewhere playing for one of the teams, I would think.
Any other questions? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.